So here I am going to tell you about the ABO grouping. So in ABO blood grouping, there are four main groups: A group, B group, AB group, and O group. Okay, which determines by the presence or absence on the red blood cells. Mainly two antigens are responsible here: antigen A and antigen B. Okay, so let me tell you about there are four types of group A, group B, group AB, and group O. So if only antigen A is present on the surface of red blood cell, on that time we say it group A. If antigen B is present on the surface of the red blood cells, on that time we say group B. If both antigen are present, A and B, on the time we say group AB. And if there is no antigen on surface, on the red blood cells surface, we call it group O. Now, in addition, it has showed the corresponding to antigen AB. Their antigen anti-A and anti-B. See, what is this is the main point. If in red blood cells there is antigen A, on that time there not must be antibody A. There must be antibody of B. Okay, and if on surface of B there is antigen B, on that time the serum may be definitely contain the anti-A. Same in AB. If both antigen are present, A and B, that means there is no antibody, no anti-A, no anti-B. And in group O, there is no antigen present. That means it contain anti-A as well and anti-B as well. Now let me clear it to you by a table. Here you can see the table. Okay, so this is the table. Like there is agglutinin contain RBCs and sera of 4 blood, like 4 RBC and different serum, and the agglutinin. Like if there is a blood group of A, that's mean there is agglutinogen A and agglutinin anti B. Means for antigen we use a word agglutinogen, and for antibody we use a word agglutinin. So in A there is antigen A and antibody anti-B. In B there is antigen B and antibody anti-A. Same with AB, there is both antigen but no antibody. In O, no antigen, it contain both antibody. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. Now let me tell you about something else. Okay, so there is some other type of table. You can see that this table telling about the ABO genotype possible for various meeting. So firstly I want to tell you about the what is genotype and what is phenotype. The genotype is the genes of, means there is two different parents, a one male one female. So from both you take blood, okay, and from both you take the different antigen. If the both are different, if both are different, on the time you take different antigen. But there is an in phenotype, when you see that, only you say I am A positive, I am B positive. You don't say I am AO positive, I am BB positive, I am AA positive. You don't say this thing. But the main reason is you contain two types of genotype or phenotype. Okay, like you contain two types of group, like from one from your mother and one from your father. But only which is dominant, only you can see these in the phenotype. So genotype means you have two different types of group, but in phenotype only one is visible, which is dominant. Like if in AA group you can say anyone can be dominant and anyone can see. But see, if it is AO and if it is AB, on the time what's happened, which is dominating, on the time only that group will see. Okay, only appear, and only you can say that yeah I am O positive, or only you can say I am A positive. Okay, you can't say I am AO positive. But if see by the, if you focus on the genotype, on the time you check that you are AO positive, you are BO positive. Okay, this thing, this is the main difference between genotype and phenotype. Now let's focus on this thing, like the O group. If the genotype is O, and if there is a donor and there is a recipient, okay, so donor is also O and recipient is also O. On that time they both are O, okay. And what about the AA and AO? Means AA person can give blood, sorry, can take blood from the AO as well and from AA only. It can't take blood from B, it can't take blood from AB, okay. Now next there is B. B can take blood from O, it can take blood from A, it can take, sorry, it can't take blood from AA, okay, but it can take blood from B, okay. Next, but it can give blood to AB. Next, AO. AO can take blood from AO, it can take blood from O, it can take blood from AA, it can take blood from AO. Now it can take, it only can give blood to AB, and it can't give blood to OB, okay. Just remember this thing, it can't take blood to B. If there is antigen B present on the surface, you can't give blood. What's happened, there will be a reaction in that person, it may face some anemia type disease, it may take, and sometimes what's happened, the person can face death as well. So we should not prefer to give the different kinds of antigen blood to any different person, okay. Now it can take blood or give blood to AO and AA. Same here. Listen about the AB. AB is a universal acceptor. It can take blood from anyone. O, AA, BB, AO, BO, AB. It can take blood from anyone. And O, it is a universal donor. It can only give blood to each and everyone, but it can't take blood from anyone. It can only take blood from O. And there is a one more funda, which is about the RH positive and RH negative, okay. This is the called, when we say the A positive, B positive, A negative, B negative, so this come under this thing, okay. RH factor, this is all about the RH factor. If the person have RH factor, on the time we say that A positive, B positive, AB positive. If it doesn't have RH factor, on the time we say O negative, A negative, B negative, AB negative, okay. So O positive can take blood from RH negative and O positive only, and there is universal donor which is O negative. O negative can give blood to anyone, and AB positive, it can take blood from anyone, and A negative, A negative can't take blood from AB positive, okay. Just remember this thing, only AB negative can take, only AB positive, sorry, only AB positive can take blood from each and every group, but AB negative, sorry, AB positive, it can't take blood from AB positive, yeah. AB negative can't take blood from AB positive. That's all. Guys, I become confused little much. Let me clear you about this universal acceptor and universal donor. So AB negative, he is the universal acceptor. It can't take blood from AB positive. So AB positive, it's not a universal acceptor, okay. Just remember one thing. And OB negative, it can give blood to anyone, but O positive can take blood from O negative and O positive, these two, okay. So this is all about the ABO grouping and whom it can give and whom it can't give. So just remember these points, okay. And remember one thing more about the genotype and phenotype. This is also a good factor, good point to keep in mind. This is all about. Thank you so much for listening, for focusing on my video.